This afternoon we are with candidate David Nowlin, who is running for the mayoral position for City Council San Angelo. We have three panelists. One is Sarah Hardwick, a retired art teacher, now homemaker. Jack Plott, who has been with public schools for 26 years, 10 years here, 10 years with the Department of Defense, currently at ASU teaching kinesiology in the kinesiology department. And then Bob Dillon, retired railroad signal construction supervisor. Sarah, if you would, why don't you lead off with the questions?
Mr. Nowlin, why are you running for the City Council?
Well, I'm running for mayor because I honestly believe that I can do a better job. I think that my leadership skills and style is a lot different than Mr. Morrison's. The things, I guess this is would play in here that differentiate us would be, well, to start with, we're both Christians, we're both nice guys, we both love our families and love San Angelo, but number one, our leadership styles are different. You can watch a city council meeting or watch a zoning board of adjustments meeting, which I chair, and see the difference in our leadership style and ability. Mr. Morrison and I believe, differ on our reasons for wanting to be mayor, in that Mr. Morrison wants to be mayor because he wants to be mayor. I want to be mayor because I want to see something different for San Angelo. Mr. Morrison is a popular man. I believe he spent the last 2 years campaigning. He likes the TV, and I'm more of a low profile, keep my head down, private person. I just want to get the job done. I want something to be better, something to be different, in a much better way 2 years from now than it is today. And then I believe that we differ greatly on the economy. I want to see San Angelo grow, and I'm not talking about being a boom town or an oil town, but I want to see that steady growth rate, and I believe my opponent wants to stifle that growth rate. So I would say my wants to be a mayor is to make a difference in San Angelo, a genuine difference. I want to see our city grow and be better than it is now. It'll be better 2 years from now than it is right now.
Okay, second question. What is your agenda as a member of the City Council?
My agenda, well, the first thing that I would like to see happen is we accommodate businesses better. I want our economy to grow. I want for this to be a stable environment, a stable economy, and good jobs for all of our citizens. And that's one of the things that I've already started to focus on, meeting with the Chamber and the Economic Development Corporation. That's one of the things I think is vital to making these other steps work.
Okay, my final question. In your opinion, what are the 3 biggest problems that need to be corrected?
Water, roads, and economy.
Thank you.
What is your philosophy of government?
I believe that a government should be small, unintrusive, and I don't believe in thwarting the will of the people. I believe that a government should be a solution to the problem, not a part of the problem.
Okay. How do you think San Angelo's ad valorem taxes compare with other Texas cities?
I believe that we could do better with our taxes if we increased our economic base, our businesses and industry. I believe that we could actually reduce our taxes if we could create that better base through business.
What do you think about the recent developments in San Angelo's budgetary process?
I'm gonna pass on that until I'm better educated.
And lastly, what kind of job do you think the city staff is doing as a whole?
I think there's probably room for improvement. I don't wanna start, pointing out faults at this point in time, but my relationship with city staff has been great. They help me, when I'm chairman, as I said, of the zoning board of adjustments, and city staff that I work directly with has done a great job, been very helpful in going through that sand transfer depot process. They were very helpful. It was probably something that I won't say I couldn't have done it without them, but they certainly made my life easier just with the way they helped through the process and the information that they gave me. So I think they do a great job. I don't always agree with them, but I think they do their job.
Okay.
Currently, the only city managers can fire the supervisors. Should the city council be able to fire any employee?
I think there would be cases where the city council should be able to make that happen if it were necessary.
Have you ever fired anyone? Are you willing to fire a city employee?
And yes, I fired people, and yes, I would be willing to fire a city employee.
Should key city employees be given 1-year contracts at will, like school teachers?
Can you repeat the first part of that, sir?
Should key city employees be given 1-year contracts at will, like school teachers?
I believe so.
Are you in favor of the fire of the police and fire department personnel being paid a fair wage based on what other cities are comparable in size, and explain better?
Absolutely. I would believe, and I would want us to pay our police department firefighters more than they could make at another city. If there's gonna be an average, that average has to come from a high and a low, and I'd rather be on the high side. That's not a gift to the policeman or the fireman, that's our police department. And I wanna have the best one we can have, and I believe in paying for it. I believe we have qualified people here, and it bothers me to see them leave.
Okay. Over the years, we've seen elected officials at all levels of government who seem to bask in their celebrity status, and many tend to forget who they're represented and the people who elected them. What strategies will you put into place so that the citizens feel that you are actually listening to them and really care about their input?
Well, I can tell you as the chairman of the zoning board of adjustments, any person that comes before me making a request, I feel for them. As soon as I hear what they have to say, I listen, because my goal is to help them. Even if I can't give them what they want, I want to help them find a medium. And the way I look at that is I focus on the individual first, and then I look at how it would affect those that are directly related to it or in the area, whatever the case might be, and then how does it affect our city as a whole? Okay, I look at the individual first, those directly affected second, and the city as a whole, in that order.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know what the total debt of the city is? And how do you plan on eliminating this debt?
I don't know what the total debt of the city is, but I will, after being asked that question. And I believe the way to eliminate that debt is, number one, to grow our business and industry. And I believe that when we have the boom and bust economy, and I don't think our economy is really boom and bust. I think it goes up and down a little bit, but I don't think it's boom and bust. But I believe in paying down debt first when we have an influx of extra income, and buying, at least in my own business, I'll pay down my debt first, and I'll buy something that I know I'm going to need in the future that I don't want to have to acquire debt on. And so when I have that extra income, that's what I'm going to do with it. And sometimes you have to, we have to weather a storm a little bit. And when we have the good times, we take care of those needs.
All right, Mr. Nowlin, we thank you very much. We're going to take a short break, and then you'll have the opportunity to share with our listeners what you would like to. Thank you.
Thank you.